California love. Hey, gang.
I know what a Wu-Tang is.
Okay. FX Beer Reviews. As the beer swirls, that's the episode. I'm Dan.
I'm Mike. Dan, I recognize this awesome label. What are we drinking?
Mike, this beer comes straight from the Sierra Hotel, a fine establishment run by one man, one great man, one pioneer of the packaging industry.
Is it just me, or
Sierra Hotel.
do you picture him as like a really cool G.I. Joe playset?
I picture Sierra Hotel has a garage, and in that garage is like one of those boards.
Yeah,
with like all the hooks.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got like every type of tape, every type of bubble wrap, every type of box. Beautiful packaging. This beer comes courtesy of him, and it's straight from the California. That's why we mentioned California love. If you didn't get the reference.
Now I get it.
This beer is dreamt into existence. We dreamed this into existence.
We did that while we were having a bout of insomnia.
Woo! It's a West Coast India Pale Ale from the Everywhere Brewing Co. And just to get this right, we brought it up. What collab is it?
With the fine folks over at There Does Not Exist, which is a microbrewery in San Luis Obispo,
California. I like that label.
I do too.
Cool. It's like this little Grim Reaper kind of thing.
Is this the second Everywhere beer we've had on the channel with the same kind of label? Because I really like it.
Yeah, they got like a general theme. Sort of like Green Cheek.
Yeah. I like it a lot. So what is it?
Well, first of all, it's packaged on 7/5/23, so we're
exactly a month old. What hops are in that beer? Because
the hops that make it 6.6 ABV are Nelson, Mosaic, and YCIH 702 Citra. That is like some absurd, obscure strain of Citra.
Like they discovered a new strain of Citra.
Yeah. It's got brewed with a blend of oats and premium pilsner malts. It's a West Coast style.
I'm really excited to drink this.
If you've stayed tuned for the whole 2-minute intro and you've never seen our channel before, congratulations.
We're sorry.
You're in for a wild ride.
Hey! Do you like hot dogs? I myself enjoy West Coast.
Just so you know, sometimes we review beer, sometimes we talk about it, sometimes we make asses.
You don't know what's going on this channel because no one's going to shackle us.
Wild card,
bitches. Yee-hoo! We haven't done one of those in a while.
Yeah, we haven't. Hey, if you want to send us some mystery beers, aka wild cards, send them. We'll try and guess what they are.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll even say what brand it is.
As long as it's a license.
Wrap it up. Mystery.
Woo! All right, so
I got it twice. I think I got like Alchemist for it.
Oh yeah, you did get that. Hey, I got that freaking
Check it out.
Non-alcoholic pilsner with Sean from Nerd Sense. Speaking of lagers and pilsners, that looks like a lager.
It does. It looks like a hoppy pilsner.
That looks like a macro beer.
It looks really good.
It looks fantastic.
Looks like
swirling up, a nice little foamy, rocky head on the top there. A nice, like, kind of chill haze going on right here, and it becomes completely clear.
Here, don't separate your around my account. Look at that. We'll zoom in a little bit. Look at that.
Zoom!
Don't bring it down because you got to get in the picture.
Yeah. We're not used to this magic. It looks amazing. I'm going to go ahead and get a whiff.
I'm going to go ahead and accompany you on said whiff. That's all the Nelsons. All the Nelsons.
Grapey. It's clean. Oh, there's a little bit of a vinous bit back there.
There is some berry in there.
Vine berry.
Like
there's a fresh like picked grapes, picked berries. Like you're out there just grabbing fruit. You don't care what it is. I'll find. Could be poisonous red berries.
I feel like I'm literally walking through a vineyard.
Oh yeah.
With like that grape and like that just. It's like grape skin too. It's not just like grape. Like those.
I know you can't smell bitter, but it does. It smells like that drying bitter grape skin.
Like white grape. Not like oh, man. If you're familiar with Western New York, we have Naples, and Naples is we're famous for our wineries and FLX wineries, but they have the Orchard Concord grapes.
Yeah, Concord wine grapes.
But yeah, there's the purple and there's the white, and you got you pop them from the skin.
They're so good.
And
do you like
sour,
it's
tart.
Do you eat the skins?
I can't say that I do.
See, Delicate Spice doesn't like the skins. I love the skins. I'll freaking eat them.
On both?
Oh, love them.
So if you gotta go white or grape,
White, definitely, but
right.
I love Concord
Well,
grapes.
is grape the appropriate? Is it red or grape? All right, whatever. This smells freaking delicious.
It smells so good.
It is. So this is like. This has
bright.
that like musky. It's very musky, just kind of.
Ooh.
And there, you know
It's
what
like
I mean.
a body wash kind of.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
wish I had this aroma in a body wash.
Got some deep, earthy, like blueberry
Yep.
kind of aspect going with this nice, like kind of sweet pineapple. But
wanna drink
it's not even. Yeah.
Cheers. Let's drink it. Thank you, Mr. G.I. Joe.
You're gonna offend him.
What's offended by G.I. Joe?
I just want to let you know every time you text, you're talking to me, not him. Yeah, man of the people.
Yeah, that's true. That is, grape skin. Wow. It's super dry. It's like sapping all the freaking moisture from your mouth.
So this could be a detriment on personal preference. The nose was so just overzealous with the grapey, deep blueberry, slight earthy, muddy pineapple thing. But then as soon as I took a sip, all that became a floral aspect of that nose and just went into the super dry, biscuity kind of just like crackery tone.
Glad you said floral because there is a really nice bright floral note to it.
Very floral. Very like perfume.
Good. Yeah. Man, is it dry.
6.6. Body on it's appropriate.
Body on it is appropriate. Mouthfeel. I think there's some softness in there, but it's very carbonated.
It's carbonated.
It's bubbly and it's dry.
It's crisp.
Very crisp. It's not your traditional West Coast IPA. I think where like a traditional West Coast where you get the bittering and the dryness from like a pine or like a sprucey nature. That's not.
I think the Nelson overtakes that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the Nelson just overtakes this beer. I don't know what that YBH2 apostrophe X278 Citra does, but I think the Nelson is front and center.
Let me go in for the deep dive.
Well, hey now, deep dive us, Dan. Deep dive, Dan. The alliteration we all want.
That's what she says. Hey, deep dive, Dan.
What?
I'm deep diving. You gotta.
Oh, I thought you had thoughts here. It's like, let me deep dive here.
No, I'm deep diving. You gotta talk while I deep dive.
I didn't know that's what was going on. I was expecting
Holy
you
shit!
to have some
We're only
sort of,
300 episodes into this, Mike.
monumental
Oh my
sentences
god!
to just bestow upon us. So I'm ready to listen. You're like, oh no, I'm just thinking.
Do you see the fractures in the relationship? Because I do.
It's over. This channel's done.
Done. Okay, so no. Were you about to say something?
You just told me to talk because you had to deep dive. I'm about to say, like, well, let me tell you. Let me dispel these thoughts. I've thought for a while. I have a lot of things to say. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you going to say something?
Go ahead.
No, it's over now. Go ahead.
All I was gonna say is
You've resurfaced. You've emerged from the depths of your thoughts, and you have some things to dispel on all of us.
I was just gonna say that
It better be poignant.
after my deep dive, I
I've learned some things.
I have a lot like drinking a pour of bourbon or a spirit, if you will. Sometimes you have to get a few sips in, or get a pour in, and then your next pour, it's you got to acclimate sometimes. And I think what I was gonna allude to is I've acclimated to the dryness, and there is kind of that sweet berry, kind of sweet grape note. The grassiness has turned less bitter into more just like almost like a sweet basil kind of, not basil, but like a sweet green
Okay.
herb. And it's balancing well with the dryness. However, there still is that dryness. It's not going there. Just my palate is acclimated to that other aspect of the beer.
Okay. For those of you who thought that our friendship was fracturing, this is going to bring it all back together. Because I, too, was, now that I'm getting acclimated to it, it's really reminding me of some lagers and pilsners I've had with, like, a hibiscus or a basil infused in it. Some, like, lemon notes and whatnot. It's still... I'm having a hard time going, oh yeah, this is the West Coast, because I really want to think this is like a pilsner with like some yuzu lemon notes or those herbs or, you know, bittering grasses or something like that. I like it more now that I've acclimated.
I know where the citrus coming into play. Right in the back end, so you get through that dryness.
Yep.
And now that it's sat there and it's like encompassed, going up through, you know, through my my nose and just everywhere, just there is this dank marijuana-esque thing going on.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Once you get through the dryness, the perfuminess, and all that, and you get that sweet kind of pineapple blueberry note, coupled with that lemony lemongrass thing, there is this like really dank, just like I just open up a bag of just nugs and just let it rip.
I can get right behind you with that one. I think this is a beer that like you definitely have to like drink it down a little bit, let it warm a little bit, and let it open up, and then make, because this is not. It's weird to say, like, this is not the beer I was first sipping when we started the review.
I feel like if you went to the brewery and you sat there and got this on tap, and you're talking with friends, and you just let it do its thing, it opens up. Again, a lot like the bourbon world.
You just wanted to talk about bourbon.
I'm getting into bourbon. I like it. But a lot like bourbon. Like, seriously, if you let the air do its thing, let it just sit there and open up, it changes. It does.
I think this is a good beer.
Yeah, this turned out to be a long, fantastic voyage, and
but I think
I'm not mad at it. And 6.6, it's very impactful on the flavor. For that, I'm gonna give this I'm gonna give it a 4-1, and the reason I'm gonna give it a 4-1 is I've had other West Coast beers from everywhere, both on camera and off camera. And compared to those, maybe I like the hop blend more. I don't know. This is really decent. It's really good. And 4.1 is meaning, hey, if you see this on the shelf, if this ever got distribution in New York for whatever reason, like, you should definitely buy it.
Absolutely.
I'd like to know the price point on this. I'm going to tap into my inner Joe. Sierra Hotel. If you're watching this long into it, what's this going for typically? I mean, if this is like $20, I'm like, I don't know about that, but
I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 4. It's not what I was expecting. I enjoy it more now that I've been drinking it for a few minutes. I would definitely pick up a can of this once in a while and drink it. It's a far more complex beer than I thought it was going to be. You know?
Yeah.
I'm glad we got to try this. Big time. Right. Thank you, Sierra Hotel.
You rated it, right?
Mm-hmm. Just did.
Okay. I blacked out.
FLX Beer Reviews. Deep dive again.
Instagram, YouTube.
I've sunk down in the depths. I've got more thoughts.
Twitters, Threads, whatever. FLX Beer Reviews. Just
why not?
Google it. Google FLX Beer Reviews. But if you don't want to Google, all the links are down below in this YouTube video. Was it a scratch and sniff?
No kink in this can.
Oh, that is weird. Right?
Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Cheers.